Alright, so if you've been following this channel at all, then you'll know that I like to play EVBox, or Dogbox, whatever you want to call it. And it's probably the deck I'm going to take to Worlds. Well, yeah, if you're in the Discord, you know it is the deck I'm going to take to Worlds. And I decided today, why not celebrate me finally figuring out what deck I'm going to play Worlds by playing that deck in Pokemon Pocket. So, well, yeah, that's what we're doing today. We're playing Dogbox, but in Pokemon Pocket. Very original, I know. But yeah, so I thought maybe I'd ramble on about how I've come to actually like Dogbox and that kind of stuff, because I feel like the story's kind of interesting, you know? So, I was back in Japan when what was the set called? I keep forgetting. Stellar Crown, when Stellar Crown released, and that brought Terapagos out, same with the goats, or rather the owls, Noctowl. And yeah, I was in Japan at the time, and on release day. So the cool thing is in Japan, like on release day, you can use those cards in tournaments, right? Like it's done. Like it's the day it's out it's legal. So I was quite happy about that because I met a dude called, for his sake, I'll call him a Robert. Wasn't his real name, but yeah, he was Robert, and Robert was from Hawaii. Shout out Robert. And what happened was, well, I was chilling at the shop. We started talking because, hey, other person who can speak English, that's cool. And then, yeah, we were just kind of chatting. And then he went to go buy himself another booster box. And then he bought me a booster box. I was like, holy shit, that's gas. Okay, so before you guys lose your shit, like he just bought you a booster box. So like booster boxes in Japan are a bit cheaper than in the West. In the West, they're like 110, 120, 130. I don't know. They're a bit more though, like yeah, $150 probably. Whereas in Japan, they're around like $40. So it's like still a good chunk of money, but it's not too bad, you know? Like don't get me wrong, it's still a lot of money, but it's not like earth-shattering amounts of money. So that's basically what happened. He got me a booster box, and out of the booster box I got, yeah, an Altar Terapagos, bunch of Noctowls and stuff. And thanks to that, thanks to him, I was able to grind out some let me just touch this guy right here. I was able to grind out some Terapagos from day one. I was a day one Terapaguna. So yeah. This is not good. This is quite bad actually. This is not a good day for the unemployed over here. What is going on our opponent's side of the board? This is going to break our win streak. But yeah, so I was kind of happy because of the whole, you know, I get to play the deck that I want to play, because obviously you open Terapagos and the synergy's there. You know, Noctowl with Terapagos with Fanrotom, Bouffalance. It's like that's pretty good. And then Worlds came around, and I kind of put Terapagos, you know, on hold, because obviously you couldn't play Terapagos at that Worlds. It just wasn't legal. It's just can't do that. Nuh-uh. So I ended up, obviously, you know, you don't ask a man his salary, a woman her weight, and me what happened at 2024 World Championships. If you want to know what happened at the 2024 World Championships, then go to my second channel and watch my I lost $1,500 video. Yeah, I feel like that title can kind of tell you what happened at that World Championships. But regardless, so the whole big idea, or should I say the lack of the big idea, was I just stopped playing Terapagos after that. I thought, like, you know, the deck's done. I'm not really like gonna play it. But then Terapagos Dusknoir became a thing again, so I started playing that, and I was really enjoying it at the time. I thought, like, dude, this deck's fucking crazy. What? Why are more people not just spamming this deck? This is insane. And then, yeah, because like people started spamming the deck, and I started spamming the deck as well because the deck was pretty damn good. I don't think I'm gonna bench that, because due to the fact that we will lose the game probably if he just has a Sabrina and the Rare Candy and that guy. To be fair, he has 2 cards in hand. The odds of him having all 3 means he has to have 2 of those 3 pieces plus top deck. So I'm going to just ED bag and attack for a knockout here. What is difficulty in speaking, man? Anyway, so yeah, after Worlds, I started playing more Terapagos, and then earlier this year, I went back to Japan, and obviously Terrapagos kind of fell off at that point. Rotation hit, so Terrapagos was dead, right? No one was playing Terrapagos, but there was a new Terra deck in town. New Terra deck in town. We take the dub. And that was Terrabox, right? And you know, I got there, and so when I landed in Japan, I had a big event, like 130 people, 2 days after I landed. This was a brand new format to me. I needed to get cards and stuff. Shout out Bar Unknown. If you're ever in Japan, in Osaka, and you are in like the Namba area, go to Bar Unknown, bro. Tell them you know Harper, and yeah, love everyone at that store. They are the absolute goats. So they helped me get my deck together, and after that, I play that event and I get second place because I'm a second place merchant. I played Zacian Arcaladon, I think, at the time. And I got second place. I lost to Dragapult Dusk Noir in the finals. And then after that, I ended up building Terrabox because it reminded me of Lost Box, right? This was a rotation hit, so no more Lost Box. And, you know, I love Lost Box. Lost Box is the love of my life and will probably be forever my favorite deck. Because it gave me comfy, and I love comfy. So yeah, after that, I ended up playing a bunch of Terrabox. Well, actually no, I played a game of Terrabox and I absolutely hated it. The deck felt like shit. So I put on the back burners, or I don't know what the saying is. I don't really give a shit about what the saying is, to be fair. But then after that, like 2 weeks later, one of my friends asked to test for a tournament, and he asked me to play Terrabox. I'm like, fine. Okay, so I play Terrabox, and dude, when I tell you that deck is fucking insane, that deck is fucking insane. Yeah, no, dude, it was insane, right? I didn't drop a game against him. It was like 8 or 9 games in a row. Safe to say he did not enjoy the matchup, and I did not give him confidence after that. But it did give me confidence. So yeah, I ended up taking the deck to like a 200, 300 person tournament, and then getting second again, because second place merchant. And then after that, I was never planning on qualifying for Worlds this year. It just wasn't something that I wanted to do. Like, I was a bit burnt out. I was kind of focusing on my studies and stuff, like my Japanese studies. And shout out to my Japanese friends, like the Bar Unknown people, and also Jin. Jin, I love you, bro. They were like, you know what, you're moving to Japan next year. This is like probably your last good chance to qualify for Worlds, because next year you said you're going to be focusing on studies and you're going to be busy with, you know, like your school and stuff. And yeah, so I was like, fair enough, you know what, I'll give it one last shout, because at this point I haven't tried to qualify for Worlds at all, so I didn't have any points. So coming up in South Africa was the SPE. So you guys probably know what the SPE is. The SPE is a big event in South Africa. It's really big in South Africa due to the fact that we don't get a lot of tournaments in South Africa, right? Not a lot of things go on around in this country. And that kind of sucks, you know? Because, like, well, yeah, I love Pokemon and I play it a lot. So it does kind of hurt me when I don't get to play the game I enjoy so much, right? We're just losing this game, aren't we? Like, this game, it seems absolutely chalked. Because we have no way to survive shit. Literally none. Like, everything dies. This is giga chalked. Yeah. So yeah, I ended up getting back to South Africa, and I started testing some Terrabox. I was like, all right, let's try this out. You know, let's do a little attempting at the SPE. And well, yeah, I got second at the SPE. It was the highest ranking South African, which I was the highest ranking South African, which meant I got the free flights and accommodations at the World Championships, which was great, right? And second place, obviously, because I'm a second place merchant and I can never do anything other than second place. But I was like, damn, I did pretty well, and I'm quite happy with how that went. I only lost to God of War. My only losses in the entire event was God of War in like round 6 of Swiss, and then God of War in finals. Same person, by the way. Shout out to Juan. He farmed the shit out of me. But yeah, so that was the main thing. Like, it was, yeah, I just got fried by Gotti. All right, we're just getting fried this game. Speaking of getting fried, that's what's happening to us. But yeah, so after that, I ended up playing a lot more Terrabox, and you know, I kind of made a YouTube guide on it, because I felt like I understood the deck, seeming as I was playing it for ages, since like January at the time, and that was like in April, so a lot of time on the deck. I felt really comfortable, and I always wanted to, like, you know, delve into the more competitive scene, because I'm like a very competitive person, and like I've coached esports, I've coached professional Rainbow Six Siege at a tier 1 level, I coached professional Valorant at a tier 1 level, or tier 2 level, tier 1.5, and then after that I was like, I feel like I'm fairly decent at teaching, right? I just don't really want to give people a guide that I'm not confident in, and then after that I felt confident enough to make a guide, so I made a guide and you guys enjoyed it, and now, you know, we're sitting here with a YouTube channel that gets more than 4 views, so, and, you know, it's pretty cool. It's cool how I went from, you know, one day making YouTube videos on like an old channel as like a 5-year-old and having to, you know, watch it on my phone and my iPad and my computer at the same time to generate views, to like, you know, having actual real people. To be fair, I don't know if you're real people. I don't even know if I'm a real person. But yeah, we've come a long way, and I can't say I'm happy to admit that it's a good chunk of that credit goes to Eevee, due to the fact that I do not like any of the Eevees. Like, look, Flareon, don't get me wrong, I like Flareon, but in my top 10 in my top 10 Pokemon, he is not even an honorable mention, unfortunately. Like, I mean, look, don't get me wrong, the deck's great, like, the card's cool, not really. The deck is great, that's about it. And I have to thank it for, you know, getting me where I am right now in the whole YouTube thing, and also like as a player. Because, yeah, I was kind of bored with the game, and then after this whole debacle with the Terra box stuff, I've been enjoying it a lot more. So now, here we are, you know, still doing that wacky, crazy shit, yo, ain't nothing changed. So I'll see you next time. But yeah, so kind of happy with how it all played out in the end. You know, when they say, like, it's all gonna be okay in the end, they sometimes they're not kidding. Sometimes they're not joshing about. Sometimes it is gonna be okay in the end. It's not about how you get there. It's about getting there, you know? Sometimes that's how it is. So yeah, if you feel lost and you feel like there's just not much going on for you, just take a step back and think why. I don't know why this became so philosophical. Sounds like a fucking dinosaur. Don't know why this became so philosophical all of a sudden, but yeah. Smash like if you guys enjoy this content, because, you know, I enjoy uploading daily content on my second channel. I just get to yap, and I enjoy yapping. I feel like I'm a sub. No, I'm a above par. Subpar's like worse. What I'm trying to say is I'm decent at yapping. I feel like I haven't perfected the craft, but it's not. He slapped him in the active. I didn't know you would chill like that, bro. What? I didn't know you would chill like that, fool. God damn. Alright, in this current situation, we shall attach to the benched Eevee due to the fact that now we are able to hopefully find ourselves a... Okay, I'm gonna first breath here. Do we go red? I'm down to go red. Would go 70. He goes down to 100 HP. I mean, we're still not... I mean, wait, red would be... Huh? I'm just happy to swing into this guy. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm gonna swing into this guy because that's cool, and that's W. Because then after that, he can't swing into us this turn. And if he does, he's cheating, and I'm calling a judge. Yeah, Pokemon Sentinelity. That's why I didn't want to like commit to the bit too much. Because if we find... Okay, now I'm a bit pissed off. Now I'm a bit upset. We can still knock him out though. We just need to find a fire dog with a fire in his head. Not you. Not you, unfortunately, brother. Who do you think you are? I mean, we'll attach to the Eevee, I guess. This does not do enough damage. Oh shit, we should have attached to the Leafs, and then we could have Cycloned, dude. We could have attacked the One Prizer. And I would have 90 damage as well. Oh, man. I have no... Like, I genuinely am, like, living on a prayer here. Okay, let's bench that Eevee. Let's evolve into the Leafeon here. Evolve into that Leafeon, and then we'll go Forest Breath to the benched Leafeon so that it can attack next turn. Mayhaps. And then we'll go 70 damage. And that'll put him down to 100. No, sorry, 80. Yeah, 80. And then he'll put himself down. And we can probably take the knockout with... Not probably, what am I saying? We can definitely take the knockout with Leafeon. And after that, we just need to find a Fire Dog. Like, in the next 7 cards, we need to find, like, Sylveon or Fire Dog. Or... Well, yeah, that's about it. Unfortunately. That's about it. But yeah. Shout out 1 prizes in this game, man. You know what? This Leafeon actually kind of carries. Also, I made a pretty cool purchase that I'm kind of proud of myself right now. I bought a Alt Art Leafeon EX. I don't know why I turned into a Texan over there, but yeah. Holy shit, it's Fire Dog. It's Fire Dog. Fire Dog's fucking back, lads. Don't know why I turned into a Scottish person there. Alright, anyway. Can he use this on the bench? He can. Oh, lolo. Do I want to use it, though? Yes, because we kill the Darkrai. Do we? No, we just get attached next turn. Yeah, we don't care. Anyway, Leafy Cyclone. Wait, we can Mars him though, because he has 4 cards in hand. We can give him 1. 1. I don't think there's a way he can like kill our Leafeon next turn. Maybe it would have been safe to just knock out with the Flareon. Mayhaps that would have been a better play, but I feel like we should be straight chilling here. Also, don't ask why my emblems and Eevee. It's not that I'm embracing the Eevee, it's that I just don't have anything better than the Eevee right now, so yeah. Another Darkrai. Sir, another Darkrai is at the bench. Yeah, what's your guys' favorite American president? What's your guys' top 10 American presidents? It was Benjamin Franklin, right? It wasn't George Franklin, right? George Franklin is not a real human, right? To be fair, George Franklin is probably a real human. Also, yesterday on my second channel, I was talking about Joji, like George Miller, and for some reason, YouTube decided that mentioned people in that video was George Floyd. So I'm not too sure what happened there. But just to clear up any confusion, George Floyd was not mentioned in the video. It was George Miller, Joji. So yeah, because someone commented, "Yo, why is George Floyd in the description of your video?" Yeah, that's what I'm asking. Why did that happen? YouTube, what's the big idea? Was my accent just that bad? But yeah, anyway, all right. Thanks for watching. Love you all. Be kind to people. Life sucks sometimes, and you don't know when life sucks for other people. So try and make life less suck for other people. You know. Anyway, that felt too deep. So pee pee poo poo. Haha.